Hello guys, I want to do a video talking about Valerian and the city of 1,000 planets. I was gonna do a thing where I revealed that, but already sorry. Anyways, I saw this movie today. Let's have a little bit of backstory because one of the movies that I really enjoy a lot is called The Fifth Element. It's a movie from, I'm not sure about, from now it's like 20 years ago or something like that. So it's like 97 or so. I'm just gonna give it a ballpark of that. Directed by a French director named Luc Besson. And the whole thing is like, I really enjoyed that movie. Recently watched it again because I did a re-release in the cinemas and I went with Tilly and Loki and watched it. It was really good. But also, the director Luc Besson, when he was a little kid, like 10 years old, he loved this comic book series, a French comic book series called Valerian. I think it's just called Valerian, or maybe it's Valerian and Lorelei, I'm not sure. But he really liked that story. It was a sci-fi story, and even when he was making Fifth Element, he was inspired by that a lot. But I don't think he ever felt like he was ready to make that movie. But then 50 years later, after making movies for a long time, he felt like he was ready to make it, and so he did. And so I was really interested in watching it ever since I saw the trailer. And I'm really glad I went to see it because I really enjoyed it a lot. It was so much fun. What can I say about the movie? It's like a sci-fi adventure movie in space, and it was just a lot of fun. And I really like the two main characters. The two main characters are Valerian and Lorelei. So Valerian's like this, he works for the space government, and he's like a major, and he does all these missions, like he's like pretty high ranked, and he's got a partner whose name is Lorelei who helps him out. And they've got a really great relationship, like a really good team. Like Valerian's, I really like those two characters a lot. I think not only like the reason I like the movie a lot is just awesome, but also the two main characters are two people I really like, and I like it a lot. And yeah, they got different personalities, and yeah, the story. Oh, this movie's fantastic. I really liked it a lot. One of my favorite movies as well. It looks just the way it looks is stunning. Like I love it. But I'm not one who just likes just the look of a movie. Like it has heart behind it. Like all the alien, like just it's like I don't know how to explain it, but just there's all these different things coming at you, like the alien races, and I don't even know how to describe it. All I'm gonna say is fantastic. I really loved it. Yeah, it's one of those movies where I think before I went to see it, I read a lot of reviews where people saying it's really confusing and I don't know, stuff like that. But I don't know. I've been watching Twin Peaks the third season, so I'm like used to that feeling, so I'm not knowing what's going on. So it was fine for me. But I actually didn't think it was that confusing. And sometimes I don't know if you really need to know everything that's happening. You just have to go along, enjoy the ride. But I thought, for me, I could pretty much follow what was going on. And what I love is I really like the message of the movie. Like there's like a kind of a message to it, and you know the finale part, it was fantastic. So I really liked it. The music was really good. Rihanna is in it as well. Her character's really interesting, very interesting character. And the two actors, Dane DeHaan and Cara Delevingne, I'm not sure how to pronounce their names, but they were really good. I really liked them in this. So I love the movie. I'm really glad I went to see it. I had a good memory watching it too because I had the day off today. My sister had the day off today, so we went together to watch it. Just happened because we're both free, and yeah, she really enjoyed it too. So with this movie, I have a good memory associated with it as well. And here brings me to this as well. When we went to see the movie at Hoyt's, they just gave us each one of these. Right? Just like a little book. And what it is, it's like a comic book. A comic of Valerian. Like, isn't that cool? And it has a little bit from Luc Besson at this front, talking about how much he loves this movie. And I just love it. Like, you can just tell this guy, it's like he loves this movie. He loves this story so much, and he did it. So I'm really hoping it becomes like successful, or it might just become like a cult classic. Like Fifth Element is like that, where 20 years later people still love it. So, and maybe it wasn't that big when it first came out. I'm not sure. I don't know. But all I know is that I really like it a lot, and I'm really glad I watched it. One of my favorite movies. Really fun. There's some characters. There's these 3 characters in it. They're like these really. I really think they're so funny. There are 3 characters, and when you watch the movie, you'll know they share information, and they're all about money, trading information and stuff. But they're so funny. The aliens in this movie are so great. They're really interesting. Yeah, I think that's all I want to say about it. Great movie. I loved it. So yeah, if you're interested in it, go check it out. You might like it too.